Our quick pages come as ping files. A ping file is one that has a transparent background, which will allow you to place photos behind the quick page and so that they show through these openings. The way that you do that is to open up your photograph that you want to use, and I'm doing this demonstration on Photoshop Elements 8.0. And you would then select the Move tool, which you find right here at the top of the toolbar, and it's the keyboard shortcut V. I'm simply going to grab the photograph with the Move tool and drag it onto the quick page. Now once I get it onto the quick page, it's going to appear above the quick page, and I don't want that. I want it to be behind. And the way that I do that is go to the Layers palette over here. I'm going to click and drag it underneath the quick page. That way it'll appear in the window itself. And if I want to change the size of my photograph after I pull it out, like this one is not quite wide enough, once I get it kind of in place here, I still have the bounding box for my photograph that goes up here. I can simply hover over one of the corner handles until I get the double-headed arrow and click and drag it out so that it fits the window. Then I go down here to the green check mark and commit to that change. Now for these double windows right here that are on top of each other, if I were to drag a photograph onto the double window, it's going to appear in both windows. As you can see here, I really only want this part of the photograph with my son showing down here, and I don't want the top parts of the building to be showing. So an easy way to make it so that it's just sized to the size of the window, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for a second, is to actually make a box that you attach it to. To make the box to attach it to, you want to begin a new layer by going to the bottom of the Layers palette to the Create New Layer icon, which looks like a page with the corner turned up, and click. So I've got a new layer here. Then I'm going to choose the Marquee tool, which is over here in the toolbar. The keyboard shortcut for that is the letter M. I'm going to click and drag out a box just a little bit larger than the actual photo window itself. And once I release, I have this marching ant selection around that window. I want to fill that with a foreground color. To fill it, I go to Edit, Fill Selection, and it's already selected foreground color for me, and I'm just going to click OK. So now I have this blue box here, which is on its own layer, and I want to get rid of the marching ants around it, so I go up to Select and Deselect. Now I've got my photo, which I've turned off, and the photo needs to be above the blue box. So I'm going to click and drag it above. I'm going to turn back on the eye icon so that we can see that photograph. And now I want to attach it to the blue box. To attach it to the blue box, I go to the Layers menu and choose Create Clipping Mask. Now in earlier versions of Photoshop Elements, this command is called Group with Previous. The keyboard shortcut is the same, however, which is Command-G on a Mac, Control-G on a PC. And you can see once I do that, I get this down-facing arrow on my photograph, which shows that it's attached to the blue box below it. And so it hides the top part of the photo that won't show through the hole. Now to fill the second photo part of the quick page, which is above here, I'm going to start a new layer again, and I'm going to repeat this same process by drawing out the box again, going up to Edit and Fill Selection, and it's selected foreground color for me. I'm going to click OK, and you can see I have a second blue box. Going to go to Select and Deselect. This time I'll open this photo. Let's see, this photo right here. I'm going to select the Move tool, and I'm going to click and drag it onto my layout and position it where I want it to be. And I can actually push in these corner handles if I want to make it just a little bit smaller. I'm going to click the green arrow there to accept that change, and now I want to group that to my blue box, and I do that by going up to Layer and Create Clipping Mask. And there I finish my quick page. Now also with your quick pages will come a couple of titles. I'm going to open up this title right here, and to drag the tile onto your layout you'll use the Move tool, or you can copy and paste it. I can drag it on with the Move tool, and you can see that I've drug it below the quick page, and that's why it's only showing a portion of it right there. So I'm going to click and drag it up above the quick page so that it shows on top here, and I'm going to position it right there. Now you can make it smaller or larger, or change the or rotate it by going to the corner handles and clicking and dragging in to make it smaller, pulling out to make it larger, and then if you hover above the corner handles you'll get a curved arrow if you want to tilt it. Once you get it the way you want it, just click the green check mark. And that's how you use the quick pages from BasicGrey.com.